Hi guys. So there are systems at which I do my things. It may be new year. I may be new to you guys, but I would love if you guys will accept me and my messages with love. So that is the first thing. So right here on my channel, my blog, my page, my group, all I want to be dropping is success tips, like how to develop your mind, how to train your mind to success. So that is just what it will be. So it will be this kind of, it will be, the messages will be in, like, in, let me say, in episodes or in chapters, like just like mentoring programs. So that is what it's going to be. So the first thing I want to be sharing with everybody, including you, is this, and that is what: preparing and energizing yourself for growth. Preparing and energizing yourself for growth. So on these, you're going to be talking about how do you prepare. What is preparation? How can you prepare? How can you gain energy for something? Then what is growth? So we'll be talking about preparation. Preparing your mind for growth. The first thing you need to have in mind is you need to acknowledge the fact that if you are not growing, you are not useful. It is until you keep growing, you keep getting useful. So for you to grow, the first thing you need to prepare is you need to understand the fact that without your growth, there is nothing like your usefulness. So if you want to be useful, you have to prepare yourself for growth. So you have to keep growing. So the first thing you need to put in place is you have to train your mind for growth. That is the first thing. You need to train your mind for growth. Whatever happens to you physically, your mind has first experienced it. So, so your physical appearance, your physical conditions is as a result of the reflection of your mind. So if you want growth, you need to first start changing. You need to first start experiencing that from within. So the first place to start growing is within you, and that is your mind. So if you want to start preparing for growth, you need to start educating your mind for growth. Educating your mind for growth, like, first thing, you need to put away things that are not making you to grow. Identify them, root them out, try to check 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 on a daily basis. Make an analysis of what are these things that are making me not to grow, what are these things that make me to be stagnant, what are these things that make me what I am today, and what are these things that is making me not to move forward. Is it little enjoyment I'm getting from this? Is it little positive result I'm getting from little effort I'm putting to normal daily activities? Try to check. So the first thing you need to do for you to grow is prepare your mind. So on the process of preparing your mind, the things you do with your mind is what? Try to get what is obstructing you from growing, what is obstructing you from moving forward. So your growth is dependent on what all that is within you. Nothing around you affects your growth. Nothing. But everything within you. speaks of your growth. So your mind is the first thing you need to educate. You need to educate your mind. Second thing, you need to have this kind of strength. You need to give yourself this kind of ability to adapt to whatever conditions that is attached to those growth. For example, you have these peer groups. Your peer groups are this kind of guys that you fancy a lot of gaming. You go for gaming, you go to gaming centers for gaming, playing games, virtual games, and the likes. But the moment you want to start growing, you want to start moving out of that life, you want to start seeing growth within you. You need to move away from them. That is the first thing. So moving away from your peers, the first thing that you will suffer is what? You will suffer loneliness. You will feel the absence. So those are the examples of conditions attached to you preparing your mind for growth. So preparing your mind for growth is one thing. Second thing is you need to start developing the heart. You need to start developing the ability to face the conditions that arise from you staying away from your former person. So you want to start growing. The first thing is what? You need to start looking at things that is not making you to grow. And the second thing is what? After seeing those things, start acting on them. The moment you start acting on them, you start seeing changes. Those changes are something you should pay attention to. You may experience this kind of mood whereby you are not happy because of you are separating yourself from others. But remember, if you fail to separate yourself from others, you can never be outstanding. So it is only when you separate yourself from others to bring something that is different, that is when people can look at you and say he's growing. So you want growth within. You want growth outside. You must be able to face the conditions that arise from your decisions. So that is the second thing you need to do. You must be able, you must be willing. You must strive hard. It is not always easy. You must strive hard to face the conditions. Because of one thing, you don't need to pay attention to those negative conditions. The things you need to pay attention to is what? Your goal. Your goal is to be outstanding. Your goal is to grow beyond your expectations. Your goal is to grow beyond what people are expecting from you. So that is what should make you to keep putting more effort, keep pushing the effort, keep putting the effort. Push harder. When people look at you, you say no, I'm putting effort. So you need to develop your mind. You need to develop yourself in a situation to a kind of level that even in negative situation you can maneuver. By so doing, you start changing, you start growing. So that is just 2 points I give on preparing for this. Those are the 2 points I'm going to drop on this video. So my next video we continue it, because it will be this kind of, it will be a series. So my next video we are going to talk about, we are still on that preparing. So it is something that you need to prepare yourself. Get ready. I will keep uploading videos. I will keep uploading them. Yours is to come. Listen to it. Meditate on it. Think on it deeply. Then start acting. Put them in place. Put them into practice. And before you know it, your life will attract success.